Hello, this is our friend, companion, handsome, good-looking, charismatic, and cool. Look at. We have all heard of Roblox. If not, how are you watching this video and connected to the internet and don't know Roblox? That's app where anyone can publish experience. I think there is no better name because calling certain things a game is terrifying. But in the middle of those experiences, there's always something playable. Like that game, this is Parkour Reborn, and as the name says, it has parkour, and the movement is quite satisfying. Whoa, what beautiful moves! Look, I'm playing a game. Wow, I'm so impressive. I first encountered this game in its legacy version, but after seeing Reborn, I'm delighted. And wow, intrusive thoughts. I'm gonna jump. I just need to pick some speed. The map in this game is huge, and the more you progress, the more parkour moves you have and the more equipment you can buy. Like this one that lets me slide on cables scattered around the map. I also saw some people with glappers, but I couldn't find where to buy it. Personally, I have several favorites. Arriving Style. This is Project Smash for those who like games like Super Smash Bros, but in 3D. I got him in a combo, but I couldn't finish it. And now I did it. Work done. The only downside I find in these fighting games is that most are too difficult to learn, and you have to surf a lot until you start playing well, but once you learn, they are extremely satisfying. And as you can see, it's no different in here, everyone plays incredibly well. Look at this! I can't skip him anyway. I will have to try to stun him, but even if I do, his life is at 0 and I'm at 100%. And he stunned me again, I have to learn to defend at the right time. Whoa, this was beautiful, I'm so high! Yeah, it's done to me. What I loved about this game and what I want to implement in mine is that we moved around a lot, the gameplay is very free, we don't fight in the same place, every inch of the ground in the air matters. This is what makes it my favorite fighting game. Oh, did I catch him? No, of course he's still alive. You can tell I'm not good at this one, actually at any of them, and in the future my game will also be on your list. And why did I choose Roblox and not any other platform like posting on Steam? Roblox has a good player base, great actually, and also the style I want to make is something I could easily see as a game from here, and it doesn't exist, so I'm going to make my own. But where do I start? I need to learn how to use the platform, so I create my first map and follow tutorials on the Roblox website. Alright, now that I'm more Robloxified, we can think about what should start a game. Oh, that's it? A loading screen. A good tip, if you want to make something good, use as a base something that knows what it's doing. Oh, so this they call a good loading screen. Sorry, I'm not a fan of explaining jokes, but this one must be so old that I will have to explain. The screen was from a game called Overwatch 2 that when it launched had so many players that loading took hours. That's where the joke comes from they knowing how to make a good load screen. There are several comments saying, very good game, the problem is that I can't finish the first level. And the level they were talking about was the loading screen. Sorry, pretend I never explained the joke and let's do it again. So this they call good loading screen. I want my screen to have the game's title. This missing space will be the letter O, represented by a orb that's part of the game's universe. The beginning will take place underwater, though it doesn't match the game's theme. I want the first impression to matter, so if the first things the player sees a totally different environment from the beginning, it will ruin the atmosphere of the first part. After drawing everything and texturing what I wanted, now I just had to put everything into Roblox, right? It's not that simple. Depending on where you play, on a computer, cell phone, a smart fridge that shows ads, your 4-burner Electrolux stove, your screen size changes. It's not only the size, the proportion. Your screen can be more square or more rectangular. And to configure it so the image don't get stored or too big on our screens, it's so annoying. I started this project back in September. Of course, I didn't work on it every day. I had to focus on other things like school. Study, it's important. To symbolize that you are underwater, I want to put sun rays inside the water. But in the sketch I was making, I saw that it wasn't really what I wanted. So I switched to something more like this. And to symbolize that we are seeing a fluid, which is a water, I added these floating white particles that go down to the bottom but rise and change color after you receive your power, represented by one of the 7 main colors of the color spectrum. Remember that depending on the size of your screen, things change. I created a code that checks the size and calculates how many squares should appear on the screen.